Alright, doing a quick video on the flex-a-lite 270 dual AC fans in a Ford F150 2003 7700. Here she is. This is not fun. I got to get a different bracket. My upper radiator hose wasn't long enough from AutoZone. But like I said in a prior video, I'm going to cut this and we're going to put a adapter in here with a radiator cap. Okay, it'll be 1 pound higher than the pressure relief cap on the bottle there. So let's go through it. What I have here, so they give you a self-resetting circuit breaker. That's the red thing there, and then I've got a fuse on top of that. I just wanted to make sure we were doubled up. Positive goes here, negatives there, right? See it? So if you feed that through, your wires through, you got to put some sheathing on them to protect them as they're going through. Sharp sheet metal. They run through on the side of the radiator and come through here on this hole. See it? Then they drop down and they come through right under here, and then they're run over this piece here. This is soft, so nothing's going to damage them. Zip tied here. Okay, so this is your power for your fans, and you're going to have a trigger. Okay, so this is a trigger, and that's position number 8. And I've got the wires backwards. I know they tell you differently in instructions. Long story. Anyway, that red wire should be the green one. That's the trigger on number 8 for the AC. Now, we'll crawl in our truck and I'm going to show you where to tap into for the AC. The right wire is position 9. That's your accessory on. And then 10 and 11 are the thermostat or thermometer that goes up into the radiator. So we've installed that thermometer. Let's see if I can get the angle right here. Right there, see it? So that protrudes through. Can't see it because the fan's in the way, but oh, there it is. See it? There you go. By the radiator hose. Okay. Coming over here. For accessory on, we tapped into that fuse right there. And you have to trim down that fuse jumper to fit these smaller fuses. And then this is your AC fuse here, number 15, up front. So we change that with a new fuse. Accessory on the side where it says, or excuse me, AC on the side mark is your AC relay. Accessory is, of course, this green wire. And then sealed that up. We put a little hole in there, fed it through, sealed it up. Now, one more thing. On these units, for some oddball reason, you want to change your fuse right there. You see number 15? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th position down. Backup lights, for some reason, and I've had this happen on Volkswagens. Anyway, won't get into those. Change that fuse. Check it. So if you have problems with your AC, check that fuse. It's supposed to be for your backup lights. Don't know why it has anything to do with anything, but change that fuse. Now we're going to crawl under the truck. I'm going to show you what's going on under there, because this was a lot of work. So, and one of the issues that we had was, if you look at these lines right here, those lines were in the way for mounting the fan. And you can see how close they get, right? See the bolt down there? Anyway, it's down there. You can see a little bit better there. Hard to see. Focus. But anyway, you're going to have to bend that line out a little bit, right? Try and keep it off the radiator hose. I'm going to sit down for a minute, get my headlight going. We're going to crawl under the truck. Hopefully this will help some people out, because this thing was nothing but a I wish I hadn't started project. I got her done, but man, I wouldn't want to do this again. So in mounting this thing, we installed the fans this way. I know them riv nuts are supposed to be facing up, but I didn't want to see them. So we put them upside down here, the shroud with the fan assembly. Called up a flex-a-lite. They said no big deal. So run the electrical through here, protected and not zip tied to these lines, okay, because these are going to be hot. We've got sheathing over that. That's zip tied on the inside. I'll show you in a minute when we go back up top. Okay, so the fun part. So if you see this connector here, right there, see that? Okay, you disconnect that connector. That is not your AC connector. Your AC connector is on top of the AC. On top. Okay, so you got to get that connector off, and the gray wire is going to be your positive on a 2003 Ford F-150 7700. And then there's a black wire. Black wire is ground. So you want to tap into the gray wire. I highly recommend soldering that wire. And then make sure you zip tie off your wires here to keep them, you know, we're zip tied on the main loom there and up top, and then to keep them out of the way of the belts and the pulleys and stuff. So that trigger wire runs up the loom. It runs up that loom, and you can see the zip ties, and then it goes up through the top and gets tied in through the controller. Okay, so this is it. If anybody knows where you can get a good skid plate for one of these things, let me know, because we need one. So, let's go back up front. Now, I installed my controller up front. I don't want it in the engine bay. I want it cool. When talking to flex-a-lite, they said they don't want water blowing into it. So I went down, picked up this 1/2-inch piece of Lexan, and then mounted it here. And of course I had to make a bracket here. So there's screws coming from the back side into this piece, and then it's glued, welded, and then screws going from here up. So you can still see what's going on with the system through the Lexan. Now if I got to adjust the fans, which hopefully I never have to adjust the fans again or mess with these connectors, I can get to it right through there. But I have to take off my cover, right? So the water will hit this and blow around. I ain't got to worry about that getting saturated. I was thinking about sealing that up with some RTV, but I'm not going to bother. We should be fine. These are potted controls, I hope. Looks like the connectors are potted. So zip tied here, and then down here where that wire feeds through, I want to show you that. And you can see, let's see? So there's a hole there to let you get in there with that wire, okay? So we've got it all done, and let's see it working. Now to test your system, what you're going to do, you're going to turn on your truck. Okay. We're already up to operating temperature. And we're going to turn on the air conditioner. You should hear your AC compressor kick on. And immediately your fan should turn on. They should be pushing 60%, I believe. And they will ramp up. And there they are. Now these will push up to 6,500, between 5,000 and 6,500 CFM. But she's running great. Make sure when you mount this that the seal's touching the radiator, okay? You've got to be between the headers of the radiator, and that's got to be tightened down with your brackets. And in the brackets, the lower bolts in the brackets, you have to put those on first because you can't quite reach into them down here easily. So see, we're lit up, we're good. That's LED light 1, light 2, light 3, and light 4. Okay, there's instructions with the fans that you can review, but she's running perfectly. Now I should be able to turn off the AC. I've set my fans to 190 degrees, and I'll turn off the AC and we'll wait for the fans to kick on here in a minute. Try and button everything up here and get this all resolved. But yeah, no, it was a frustrating project because I had to reach in there to try and get that connector on top of that AC unit. Now, let me go over that. Okay, so once you pull the connector for the AC unit on top and you pull that other connector that I showed you in the beginning here, okay, feed those wires up if you can. You'll feed them up and over this mess, and the wire will pop out. You can get them on the side so you can tap into your trigger wire. There's my trigger wire. It taps into that AC compressor wire. So let me show you. See, so there's my compressor wire. We're tapped in right there. So we want to tighten that a little bit more. I don't want to get this wire up on that pulley. Okay, you see it? So that's your 2 signal wires going to your compressor, and then that Y splits down to that other wiring below the compressor. Okay, so if you take that off and you take the one off below, you can pull that loom out on this side, passenger side of the wheel well, to work on it. Okay, that's going to save you some time. So we're all good here, zip tied up, and we're not going to go anywhere. All right, so hopefully this helps some people out. In the instructions, let me show it to you so you can have a snapshot for whatever reason if you have problems. Okay, so this is your flex-a-lite monster fan. These are the instructions. Okay, now wiring diagram. Now I don't have my AC on and the fan just kicked on for cooling the engine. Okay, so hopefully this helps some people out.